Hey everyone, I found this interesting video called Train Your Attention Span So Good It Feels Weird to Scroll. So let's check it out.
Okay, you've watched enough videos on how to stop scrolling, how to lock in, and you're finally ready to get your life together. You've maybe decided to take your studies seriously or pick up a hobby like crocheting, coding, boxing, pickleball, calisthenics, anything just to get you to stop scrolling. But during the first few days, you're actually finding it hard.
Rule number one, just get away from your phone. Turn off all notifications, delete social medias, and just put it face down on your desk or wherever the hell you're working and focus on something else. Like have somebody take your phone if it's that serious.
Sit down to do the work, but 5 minutes into it, you're already itching to just scroll again. For some reason, you can't finish that damn painting you started, or even worse, you haven't even started at all. You've just been researching. If this sounds like you, then you might have a very
Yes, the potential man.
concerningly short attention span. You might even think you have ADHD, unless you're actually diagnosed with it. But if you watch until the end of this video, when in full screen, no looking at the comments, no 2x speed, no looking at other tabs, close everything right now without doing anything else, like no folding your clothes, no brushing your...
Hey, the 2-monitor setup is probably one of the worst ways our brains aren't actually focused and productive on something. Because if you just watch something on a monitor instead of focusing on one task, like maybe you have ChatGPT on one monitor and you're focused on like doing planning or being proactive in your life, then that makes sense. But when you're listening to music or watching a Twitch stream or watching a YouTube video while also doing something on one monitor, it's very unproductive, to be honest.
teeth. Just stop everything. Just focus on my face, listen to my voice. Don't fall in love though. But if you do this and watch till the end of the video, you'll have improved your focus by at least 1%. No BS. Now that you've seen the hook of the video, you're probably thinking it's gonna be easy. Then you're mistaken. You wanna improve your focus and destimulate yourself. This is how it's going to feel like. From now on, I'm not gonna put any subtitles, no B-rolls.
You know what's funny is I heard that loud music and I was like, this is the most annoying. Like, why is there music playing in the background right now? But now I'm realizing it feels way calmer with just her voice.
No edits, or maybe a few trims here and there. But for the rest of this video, completely opposite from what you've seen earlier, I'm gonna try to make it as simple and destimulating as possible. So good luck. I'm not gonna BS you. This is gonna feel uncomfortable, agonizing, terrible,
talking like it's
even.
ASMR.
But I dare you to finish this video. So why are people suddenly talking about attention span these days? It has become a popular topic because I found this study that said 20 years ago, people had an attention span of 12 seconds, specifically the millennials. Today, Gen Zs now have 8 seconds of attention span. It has decreased to 3 seconds. You might already know the reason.
Nah, millennials are sorry as shit too. Like, I think everyone's just sorry. Whatever made this social media generation happen, we're all cooked. But the thing is you got to utilize it as a strength. Once you start realizing what you want, like that passion overrides all this doom scrolling. And plus you get pretty bored of it. Like, it's funny that being bored is like the cure to all this doom scrolling, but like eventually you just become bored of it if you have a passion or motivation in doing something. Also, just use your phone less.
I have like 5-year-old cousins that I live with who spend 5 hours a day on YouTube Shorts, and I guarantee you by the time they're like 15 or something, they're
get off of YouTube Shorts, please.
Probably gonna have an attention span of 5 seconds. I don't know. It's scary. It's concerning for sure. But that's how this whole decrease your attention span and do dopamine detox thing is going. Here's the thing though. This is not our fault. We did not ask to be born in this age of technology and social media and unlimited, endless content and information.
Okay, you know what? To be fair to her, it is definitely the fault of everybody over the age of 12. Now, if you're younger and your like parents is pretty much controlling everything, like they might even give you an iPad because they don't want to take care of you or anything. I understand that, but you have some sort of control and choice. Now, if you want to surround your environment with all the social media and electronics, then that's kind of on you. Like, we have to have some sort of accountability here.
Assuming you're also a Gen Z, then we knew that we grew up with literal content machines that are built to keep us scrolling.
Hey, don't see it as a downside. See it as a blessing. Like, you can be online if you're actually doing something that's working towards something. Like, if you're being proactive, you're being productive, you're doing your work. Doom scrolling in moderation is fine, to be honest. As long as you understand that, like, if I told you, what did you do yesterday on doom scrolling? Do you remember any shorts or clips that you watched? And you were to say, oh, I don't remember anything. Then that literally is the problem right there. I think this video is trying to make it like a cause and effect relationship when it's really just identify the root of the problem. Why are we even ending up doom scrolling, which is mostly an environmental or external factor situation? And sometimes those are out of our control, to be fair. For younger people, for sure, it's out of their control. But it's because that it's out of our control that we just keep ending up doing it and choosing to do it. I don't think it's a choice at this point. I think it's just being forced upon us. A lot of the social media manager or social media marketing is just getting so much better. The algorithm is getting so much better. We have no agency over our lives. We have no time to ourselves because the social media apps are taking all of it.
Scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So just to put it out there, don't worry, this isn't entirely your fault. So you can stop thinking that
It is our
you
fault.
have ADHD again, unless you are
have
actually
ADHD.
diagnosed with it. But
I
it
am
is,
self-diagnosed.
whether we like it or not, our responsibility to fix this. So right now, our baseline is probably like, our baseline for being entertained or being stimulated, our baseline is probably like all the way up there, like to Stairway of Heaven. It's at an all-time high, again, because of the short.
I have a question to you guys. Like, obviously, for the people that have like genetic disorders or whatever, like, do you think mental disorders are real? Like, the DSM-5 literally had gay as a mental disorder in like 1950 after World War II, and then they had all those gay rights movements, and then they took it off of the DSM-5. So if something else came along and it's like, oh, social media has increased ADHD in everybody. ADHD is just a normal thing. We all have ADHD tendencies, OCD tendencies. So maybe it's not even a mental disorder. What even is a mental disorder? How can you even measure that? We got to stop thinking of diagnosing people with certain things, labeling them. My point with the mental disorders is not that they aren't real. It's that we're labeling people so that they have this defense mechanism. Oh, I have ADHD. I have OCD. You can't treat me this way. Like, we don't have accountability in this world anymore. Before I go off, I'm going to stop.
Form content or just the algorithm itself, notifications, the Spotify playlist you play while you're brushing your teeth.
Think about that for a second. People don't even realize music is similar to doom scrolling because you're constantly trying to trigger your brain to be actively engaging in something, especially if you understand the language. Like, if you're doing some random language that you're just zoning out and you're just listening to the beat or the instrumentals, that might actually be fine. But now that you're analyzing the words that they're saying, especially if you're a native English speaker and you're listening to rap songs, then it's like you're actively listening to the music and draining your brain still. Similar to doom scrolling.
Or literally just showering. And the obvious unsexy answer is to just do the complete opposite. To be able to pull down that baseline and actually be able to focus, because you're not going to be needing to constantly depend on quick hits of dopamine throughout your day. Let's just do the complete.
At this point, everyone's just a drug addict. Like, everyone clowned drug addicts back in the day and junkies, but it's like, bro, everybody vapes, everybody smokes, everybody drinks, everybody is on their phone all the time. Everyone loves dopamine rushes. Come on, do we have no self-control anymore?
Opposite. Instead of being stimulated, it's just so obvious. Just be bored. Just learn to embrace.
Yo, by the way, no disrespect to anybody out there. I'm so sorry. I'm very unhinged in this video, but I'll just keep it in here.
Boredom. Back then, and I mean like 1 year ago, I literally could not stand a minute without checking my phone, or at least just having my phone in my hand. I could not stand longer periods of time without that. But nowadays, I've trained my attention span so good to the point that I can confidently and comfortably leave my headphones at home when I go outside, or I can even just go for a walk for like 15 minutes without my phone. Walk. And I achieved this, I believe, or I remember, from doing these two simple things. One, throw my phone in the ocean. Just kidding. Make my phone boring, and to do boring shit or build boring habits. Or like just those two, they're the same thing. So we're taking this all back to the basics. I assume you know this already, but if you don't, here are the basic of the most basic steps to take right now. One, turn off your notifications. Literally just go to your settings, turn off every single notification for every single app that you have. If you're worried that you're gonna get an emergency or you're not gonna get called, sure, you can like keep the notifications on for messages.
I recommend messages and phone calls still, but everything else can be deleted and thrown into the ocean.
You know, like the basic message app or your phone app where people can call you and stuff. Usually that would still, in like my phone, that would still be, I would still be notified for things like that, but it's very rarely, because very rarely will I have emergencies. Second one, I don't see most people talk about this, but I guess instead of deleting your social media apps, you can download a minimalist launcher app. So for example, for
What?
Android, I use O Launcher app. I'm just gonna link it in the description. For iPhone, I'm sure there's this one app called Minimalist Phone. Yeah, there's a lot in Play Store or App Store. Just start using that. Honestly, it's like have changed my entire life when I started using minimalist
No, that's
launcher. So
insane. People need
basically
an
what it
app
does
to
is
use
hide
less. Cause
icons from your phone, like the app
oh,
icons itself. So my phone right now is just when I open it, this is the only thing it shows. That's my home screen.
at that point, if you're using a minimalist app, why don't you just delete the freaking apps? Or don't use them, or have self control. Like just put a screen time restriction. Like I'll use this app for 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. That is better than not doing it at all. Because when you're starving for it, then you do it triple or quadruple the amount when you actually start doing it again.
That's it. That's my home
Like
screen.
using it
These
again.
emojis are like the apps. So that's like the calendar, Google, Notes app, and then to find like the other apps, there they are. I don't know if you can see. They're just words. The app icons are basically just words. But yeah, this just makes it so that
Has it gone this bad that people need an actual app? Bro, this is insane.
your phone just looks more unattractive. Also,
It
another
is
thing I
unattractive,
guess
yeah.
is to like get a boring phone case as well. Take off like like the labubus that they put on top. I never had one of those. Take it off. Also like a strap, lace,
Remember the
something that
Labubus?
you attach on like the side so that
I might have to go into
all
financial
those stuff
content
just
here.
makes your phone look more appealing to yourself. You're just putting yourself in a trap. When your phone looks nice, you just pick it up every single time just because you want to pick it up. So yeah, make it physically look unattractive. And the third one, this doesn't actually make your phone physically boring, but it's something I used to do and still do now because it just reduces my screen time and my tendency to pick up my phone the most. Every night before you go to sleep, take your phone, go outside, go out your room, and find a room in your house that's far away from your bedroom and hide your phone there. Just hide your phone anywhere in that room.
Nah, these recommendations, like, it's gotten this serious. Like, you have to make your phone unattractive or unappealing. Is that what it's come to? Because I like seeing a Labubu on my phone, I'm gonna pick it up and put it in a completely different room. That's actually crazy. You can't just turn your phone down and just not look at it.
Just make sure your phone is not going to be near you in the morning when you wake up. Because when you wake up, I want you to try not to
To be fair, this is probably
check your
somebody
phone
that's
for at
dealt with doom
least
scrolling.
minimum at least
I've dealt with doom
1
scrolling too. I'm
hour
not gonna say I'm above
after
this.
waking up. This automatically reduces your screen time, or again your tendency to scroll, because you're not going to start with your day with immediately scrolling. Okay, so how are you feeling right now? I hope you're not dying. Someone's knocking on the door. Oh my god. So have you done the basic things? If you have, congrats, you've gotten rid of the main distraction. You've gained hours of your time back just in a day. Now what the heck do you actually spend it with? Now obviously the first thing is the studies or the hobbies that you wanted to focus on in the first place. You can do this first thing in the morning, literally to replace the time that you spend with scrolling first thing when you wake up. Plus, if it's gonna be your priority or whatever your priority is, then it's best to do it first thing in the morning just because it's a priority, right? Aside from this, you can also build boring habits. Well, maybe boring to you right now because of, again, your baseline, but habits that actually become fun after a few weeks of doing it. It might not sound possible to you right now, but trust me, just be consistent with it. This might be stuff like exercising, different types of exercising, maybe like running, any sports, calisthenics. It could also be meditating. That's something I also did back then, but I'm gonna be honest, right now I'm not doing it as much. There's also journaling, my personal favorite. It's
Yeah,
something that
journaling is
I
really good.
did the most
I
back
approve of
then. I
this
was able to
video.
spend hours just writing and writing whatever thought comes to mind. And if you really just can't not consume right now, then I guess you could either read books.
You know what I would say? Just spend more time with your family. How about that? Even if it's boring, even if you don't like your family, just spend time with your family. Because we should all be appreciative of what we have.
Or
That's
watch
all I'll
long
say.
form, almost unedited content like this. Obviously, it has to be something of your interest, so you actually like what you're watching and you're learning from it. And here's the catch: I want you to Watch it from start to finish. Again, with no other distraction, and just focus on the
No, that's insane. Like, I didn't realize how severe this issue was, but if people can't watch something from start to finish, unless there's just like no point in watching it, that's crazy to me. Like, I'd imagine in movie theaters when this problem gets really bad, like in the future, it gets really bad where people are just on their phones nonstop during the movie.
thing that you're watching. And I don't care how boring or uninteresting it gets, you should at least try to finish watching it till the end. It also
This is some
helps
good
you so
advice,
that
though.
you're not constantly clicking away and finding other content to consume. And it makes it so that you get used to being uncomfortable.
Bro, social media is such a trap. Like, even the YouTube homepage, you see like 12 different videos to watch. And whatever like all these reaction videos is whatever thumbnail looks good and the titles sound interesting and something that I could talk about on this channel.
Which is again the complete opposite of always being entertained, stimulated. And finally, another, I guess, unpopular habit that I tried was to, when I had nothing else to do, I just did nothing. Literally just stare off into the distance or zone out. For example, when you're waiting in line or like commuting or walking to school, I just resisted trying to reach for my phone. What you do instead is entertain yourself with what's already in your surroundings. You can literally just observe everything from the people having conversations. Don't be a weirdo though. To the building.
I'll advocate for being a weirdo, but honestly, really be aware of your surroundings. Like, that's the most beautiful thing, honestly. Like, if even just my walk to work or going to the city, like, you start realizing, like, there's so much to life to love. And, like, if you were busy doom scrolling or rotting in bed, you're missing out on life, to be honest.
Buildings passing by, or heck, even an ant on the floor. The point is to just try to be
Not an
present
ant.
in the moment and
We're all
again
ants in our life.
embrace the boredom. Because if you didn't know, you're allowed to feel bored. You're allowed to not do anything. And most especially, allow your thoughts to come into surface. Because I know most of the time you're trying to
It's like this dog barking is trying to trick us into not paying attention to what she's saying, which is funny.
not be bored or trying to not do anything because you're trying to avoid thoughts. You're trying to avoid your own thoughts and the reality of everything maybe.
You know why a lot of people are scared of overthinking or being uncomfortable or actually having their own thoughts? It's because there is not a very like safe environment to express your thoughts or feelings or emotions. There is nothing for smart people. There's nothing for like people that actually start being more self-aware about their life and get more philosophical about understanding systems and infrastructures. You start realizing like there is nothing supporting that and you have to just be on your own. So a lot of it's isolating. A lot of it's just understanding yourself and trying to move forward while knowing everyone around you thinks you're crazy. It's so draining. But like I'm hoping my community will grow enough to a point where we have people who want to live a better life and we all can just support each other from there.
Stress, something just unpleasant. Facing your thoughts
Let's use
is
our gift of
uncomfortable,
thinking.
which is
Seriously.
exactly the habit that we should try to get used to if you want to enhance your focus and your attention. Because after a while of doing this, you'll find that it's really not that bad. And again, this worked for me because that was basically rewiring my brain to not have to depend on quick hits of dopamine throughout the day, where I can
Insane to say
just
quick
sit
hits, like,
with my
it's
thoughts,
like a drug at
watch
this
people
point.
pass by, look at the sky, and think. So it's basically like the way of the monks. So congrats, you've made it to the end of the video. Woo! You've got a taste of what it feels like to be
Hey,
bored.
monks are onto
Probably
something, though.
bored of my voice and bored of my face. If you actually watch to the end without any distractions, I know it feels uncomfortable, agonizing, terrible. And that's what dopamine detox basically is. You gotta use willpower for the most part. It's not fun, but I guarantee you
Do
will
these people
get
have
more
jobs?
things
How?
done. Once you stop depending on
This
these
video is 13
quick
minutes
hits
long.
of
How do you even
dopamine, then
focus
you will
on? Okay.
actually feel almost free and liberated. It will be hard in the start, but like any other thing, it will be worth it in the end. You will.
It's funny. It kind of reminds me of Discord Nitro. Like, here's a problem we're just going to randomly make, and we're going to put a solution behind a paywall. That's like the same thing with doom scrolling. Like, hey, we're just going to randomly give you another problem, disorder, whatever, short attention span, and here's the solution to it. It's doing something normal as a human being. Like that's what's crazy to me.
Literally be fine without your phone anymore, which you probably think is a crazy thing to say right now, but trust me, you can stop being a slave to your phone, because this whole thing, the brain rot, is honestly so concerning. I see it
Everyone
in my
take control of their
5-year-old
lives. We all want to
cousins
live the life that we
scrolling
want to live.
YouTube shorts
Come on now,
and
lock in.
crying whenever their parents or whenever I take their phone away from them.
Huh?
Just throwing tantrums whenever they don't get to watch YouTube. It's crazy. I sincerely hope things turn out for the better and hope attention span of people in the future won't go to 5 seconds. Yeah, that's really it.
It's because we're trying to mitigate the problem, especially this video. It's just trying to mitigate the problem and try to gain our attention span back without realizing what the actual problem is coming from. And it's just because people have nothing better to do with their lives. It's gotten to a point where like everyone's doing it, so why not me do it? Are we just all clones? We're just replaceable? We all, to be fair, jobs kind of tell us the same thing. Schools kind of tell us the same thing. We are replaceable. But the thing is what gives our life meaning from everyone else's? Like that crow from Happy Feet.
That's all. That's the video. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Honestly, that was a great video. If you want to see the original video, link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. If you want a place to reflect, ask questions, share ideas, or talk with people who are trying to live their life intentionally, you can join my Discord server in the description below.